See my screen?
Yes.
Cool. I just really briefly would like to recap the ontologies that we have been so far looking at with regards to dealing with reactions and annotating data sets in terms of reaction information, which are Rxno and MOP, being part of the OBO Foundry community. And both are developed by the Royal Society of Chemistry. And with MOP, we have the molecular process ontology that defines the natural processes and the natural reactions that can be occurring. It was mostly derived from the IUPAC Gold Book, and it uses KBI for its axiomatization, as I showed yesterday. And it is basically the basis for Rxno. But we've also identified the fact that since MOP and Rxno live in the same GitHub repository, they are not really separated well enough. And probably because of that, unfortunately, there is an overlap between the two. So there are some classes defined in the MOP namespace, but actually declared in the Rxno OWL. Unfortunately, I think 2 years ago already, I started looking into this and solve this together with a migration to ODK, but this has to be done before we can migrate Rxno and MOP to ODK. So I started doing this in an Excel file together with Colin Batchelor, the development maintainer of both of these ontologies. Here just a brief glimpse. Much is already done, but I need to go back into this and finish this up so that we can then migrate these two ontologies to ODK. So yeah, as I said, MOP is the basis for the named reaction ontology, as many of you probably know. And in there we have terms defined for synthetic reactions and reaction steps. It is used in Wikidata or Wikipedia info boxes, but for us, it's of interest, for example, in the Commotion repository and electronic lab notebook, because there it is used to classify the reactions that are dealt with in ELN and repositories. And yeah, as I said, we have to resolve the issues with the mix-up between MOP and Rxno, and we would also like to move this over to, or migrate this to an ODK-based setup. And regarding the use of KBI, as I said yesterday, it uses KBI, the grouping classes, for its axiomatization, but this is incomplete. Yet in order to curate this and add more axioms, we want to have ODK migration first. So just a brief recap of what we have.